Hello everybody and welcome back to Alma Missouri. So, something a little bit different for you today. There's a lady's been in touch with me and asked if I can cut her grass. And she's going to pay me $55,000. Well, that sounds pretty good to me. Not sure what the field size is like, but we have all the equipment for it. The mowers, the baler. Got to wrap it into silage bales and send it to the BGA. So I think we should give it a go. Now, just quickly before we get into it then, I've just done a few little changes off camera. So this greenhouse was doing pumpkins and tomatoes, but it's very, very slow on tomatoes. So much so, it's not making it quick enough for our ketchup factory to keep going. It keeps shutting down saying, I'm out of tomatoes. So what I've done, this is now just pumpkins only, as you can see by looking through the glass. That's all it's doing. I decided to treat myself to this. This is a tomato only greenhouse. It only does tomatoes. Simply put the water in the front. You get a bit of a boost of power because you put manure into it. And then it will spawn us pallets of tomatoes. So where that one only does 1 water to 1 tomato, this does 4 water, 4 tomato. So it's a lot better, and obviously that's all down to the manure giving it a bit of a boost. So yeah, 10,000 to have that pot there. I thought, well, why not? So we're going to just see how it goes on giving us enough tomatoes to keep our ketchup factory running. Otherwise, well, what's the point of having the factory if we can't supply it with enough tomatoes? And one more thing before we get into this contract today. This episode, we are really going to be doing this contract only. It's just to give us a bit of a boost of money while we just wait for things to settle on our farm so we can tackle our cornfield and tackle our own grass. Bit of a boost to the bank balance. Now, the dealers have been in touch with me and asked if I wanted to test out a new bale trailer. This bad boy, it's coloured in John Deere colours. It's got some cool little hoses on it like you would see in real life. And this thing holds square and round bales. But the beauty with this thing, where that one, which is what the one I have, that will do 24. This thing, 52 bales. 52! Now, we're going to be giving that a test on this contract, because this contract, I'm guessing, we're going to have a few bales on this one. Now, I don't know what bale size to go for. I don't think it will matter. But we should get a bit of a money from that as well. So we've got everything that we need for it. I'm going to take out the contract, grab the tractor and mowers, and I'll see you over at the field. Well, we are at the field, and I'm kind of thinking I should have maybe checked the field before accepting this. 55,000 didn't seem bad. Well, until we kind of zoom out and have a look and see the size of this bad boy. And let's check the map as well. Yep, field 40. Not only this bit, it goes around the bend literally, and it's this bit here. Wowzers. Okay, right, I think what we might do then, I think I'm going to set this on Courseplay. So I'm just going to go program the field into Courseplay, because then a worker should, in the main word here, should do this okay. We set this to swath dropping. There's no need to do any collecting or anything. We'll just set it to swath dropping. We'll get on with it, let the worker go on. We'll go back and get the case and the baler. That will wrap, bale, do everything it needs to, drop them. And then we'll head straight over and pick them up and send them off to the BGA. Now, this is going to really test out our new trailer. 52 bales. Yeah. This should be quite good, this should. Well, that's how she looks when the course is programmed. My word, that's quite a course, that is. So you can see, obviously, it starts as pretty much where we sort of start on the field. So it's got us going here. So I think what we'll do is we'll just back up a little bit. Give him a chance. He's got to open it up and everything and get settled in. So let's just go and double check on here then and see if we go on to the back one. Yep, work mode is set to swath dropping, which is cool. Okay, so that's that and that's that. Okay, so I think we're at the first waypoint, which is here. I think we can pretty much say, okay, worker, go. We'll just sit with him for a little bit. We can get rid of all these markers. We don't need them. Well, I mean, we can turn them off. Let's just see, is he going to be okay? Oh, yeah, good start. So it's going to do 2 or 3 headlands, as you can see the lines going around the edge. And it's going to go all the way, even around that bend. Now, we are going to miss little bits on the corners. It's mowing. That's what happens. Now, it says it's going to take 56 minutes. That's real time, that is, by the way. It's not too bad, actually. I expect it's going to be a lot worse. So the good thing is, we can, if we're doing this on Courseplay, we can actually set the baler to technically follow this same course. And because we've got the quick baler... Uh-oh, I've seen the problem already. Worker caught... Oh no. Oh, he's going home already. Sometimes this is the only slight issue, is if it's got fencing like this, because the worker just can't back up enough to carry on. So this is, we might have a little issue here. It won't be too bad. I mean, what we can do is we can technically go and stop the worker, and if we go and back up and do it ourselves, the worker's just trying to go back so he can get the front mower on this bit of grass, but it's just not going to happen. So what we can do is just move forward a little bit, and then if we go and change the waypoint to the nearest waypoint, and if we sort of just go past a little bit and try and activate him again, there's a good chance he will carry on from here and go forward. So there's a little bit on the corner we've missed, but sometimes you do have to play this game a little bit with them. The first headland is always going to be the issue. The second one, because he's that bit further in, he should be okay to go around and still get everything needed. And we shouldn't have this issue. So sometimes you do have to babysit him a little bit on the first one. It just depends. Sometimes some of the corners he will like just literally turn round the corner. He won't sort of stop and start. It is on sharp mode because we're trying to get every bit we can. Because it's a contract as well, we need to make sure that we get everything we can in there. Otherwise, if there's any shortage, it won't complete. But I think we're going to be okay, and I think we should get some left over that we actually get money as well. So I might be able to cut down the actual amount of bales we have, because we've got the quick baler. That's the one, not the big baler. We can actually get a bigger size. And you see, look, the workers got stuck again because of a tree. Trying to back up, you see. This is any slight downside with Courseplay. Let's just go and see if we can get rid of that before the worker completely goes home. But I think it's too late. I think he's already gone. Yeah, worker's gone home already. So sometimes if this was my own field, you would have to just go and have a little play about a bit. Let's, yeah, let's see. Come on, worker. Can you start again? Potentially just cut a little bit of the grass on the side there. Not too bad. So yeah, this is the thing you have to do when you've got fences, trees around it. You just have to babysit a little bit. I think we should be okay now. This is going to be another sharp corner. So what we'll do is we'll just go and turn the delete object on just in case I need to quickly jump out. Oh no, he's turning. He's not doing a sharp turn on that one. Alright, scrap that then. You have to be careful with that delete object one, because you literally can delete the tractor if you accidentally go and press the button on it. It will just go. There's no money, you won't get paid for it. It's literally gone. So we always have to make sure you turn that off, otherwise you'll accidentally press the button on something you want and you'll be like, oh well, where's my tractor gone? Now we can make him go a little bit quicker. We can unlock the speed. I'm going to bring it down a bit because it's 30 is a bit much. I think we'll try 20. Just depends if the worker wants to go 20. Not looking like it, but then that might be into the settings. Let me go and check on the settings. Yeah, there we go. So in the settings, you can sort of say what the tractor does. Whether if you want it to pick the tools up early or later, or lower them down early or later. It's always good to swap them around. You want it to sort of lower early, pick up later, so it's not picking up before the edge, and it's not like dropping it down too late and missing bits. So I've just upped the field work speed now to 20. Just go around a little bit quicker, because a job like this, it's cutting grass at the end of the day. You've not got to be precise. I didn't expect the worker to do that kind of move. Wow, okay. Now, obviously, Courseplay is so much better than using the in-game workers, because the in-game workers would not have tackled that little corner like that. They would have gone to it, probably stopped, cried, and then gone home. So it's always, Courseplay will always do it, you know, go that little bit further. But again, still a worker. It can still be issues like we spotted already. Bit of a fence. If you can remove the fence in just that little section, great. Maybe like remove it and just bring it back a bit so your worker can get around it. It's really something you just got to play with. Now, see the workers having a bit of a moment here, but I think this is normal. It's classed as a sharp bend, which is why you can see the little block on the corner. For the blue line it's going around, that's its checkpoints, or called waypoints. You can just see the one on the corner is red, which is telling the worker it's a sharp corner, which is why the worker backs up a little bit and goes again. Now, because we're swath dropping, it does make a little bit of a mess on some of these corners, but again, not to worry. The quick baler we've got, it's got a slightly wider pickup, which means, yeah, it will cover all the areas a little bit. So everything seems to be going good at the minute. Worker's doing a good job. Now you can literally see the worker is following the field. That's why it looks like it, and the worker's a bit drunk, a bit like all over the place. That's because the field outline on the edge is going like in and out a little bit. It is great. If you've never used Courseplay and you are on PC, because as far as I'm aware, it is a PC only because it's scripting, and that scriptings don't work on consoles, unfortunately. But if you're on PC, I would recommend getting it, having a play about. You can fine-tune it. There's so many things you can do with it. Like I said, I can have it follow this course for the baler. So you can put it on a Courseplay work and say, look, follow the baler. Sorry, follow the course where the mower's gone. And also you can get a worker to go around and pick up the bale. So I could literally do nothing. It is good for stuff like that. Now, let's just see how the worker's going to get on here. Same situation as the first corner. But because we're that little bit further into the field now, the worker should be able to back up enough so the front mower tackles that little bit of grass just there on the end. That's what they couldn't do on the first corner because of the fence. There you go, you see? All working well. So like I said, if this was your field, you would have a look to see. I don't know. You know what? Let's just try and jump out without getting run over. Oh, God. Maybe I did get run over. I'm not sure if this map allows you to delete fences like this. So let's have a quick look. So if we go into constructions, then we can go all the way across the landscape and demolish. Let's just zoom in and see. Yeah, you can see. So going over it, it's not letting me do anything. So this fence is fixed. Some maps, the fences are removable. So you could technically remove this section here, move it back a couple of, maybe to here, and allow sort of the fence to go here, which then allows the worker a bit more room on here. But it does look, is this, oh yeah, this is cows. Are they alive, or are they very still? Oh no, that one is moving, isn't it? Are they, oh, it's barbed wire fence. Shouldn't really be jumping that. Are these real, or are they just, hello? Oh, I can literally walk through you. I'm not sure if they're actual cows or if they're actual... He's juddering. Why is he juddering? Okay, his legs aren't moving. Yeah, I'm not sure if these are actual, like, cows or, like, animated fake cows, if that makes sense, even though it's a game and they're all fake cows. Can't get out and I'm stuck. Let's just go through and see, get back to the worker. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're just like in-game animated cows, but different to the ones that we can buy in-game. Alright, well, I think we'll just let the worker carry on with this a little bit. We'll go back to our farm, we'll get the case, we'll get the baler. And we'll start going around ourselves, I think, and we'll get some wrapping done. Well, we're just blowing the dust off this old girl. It's been a while since she's been out. It's been locked up in the shed, not doing much. I mean, at the minute, I'm just taking the trailer with it over. The baler's over there with the case. Obviously, the John Deere, the big John Deere, is doing the mowing at the minute. I think that one has to, because that's the only one that could support the weight and the power needed. I don't even think the case could support them mowers. And this is just literally our transport. It's the only other vehicle we've got. It's just, yeah, it's just our transport for taking this empty trailer over. There's no way that this is going to be able to cope. It's got a weird camera as well. You've got a trailer camera. And it's just this trailer that does that. Different. Yeah, I don't think this old girl could cope with trying to put 52 bales on here. I really don't. So we're just taking it over to the field. We're going to let the worker just crack on a little bit. Because the problem with doing the baling, they're going to get in the way. The bale is going to drop. It's going to get in the way of the work. And the worker's going to get mad and go home. So we'll just let the worker carry on a bit. I think we'll give it a go. So when it comes to baling, I'll see if I can show you Courseplay on the baler. Now, Courseplay on the baler, I might need to just have a double check of that one because it's a temporary course at the minute. Normally you pull up the saved course, but I didn't save it because, well, it's just a contract. We're doing it once and that's it. So I'll see if we can actually go in and save the course. Now it's actually started, I'm not sure. So I might not be able to show you the baler actually doing this then. But normally you would save the course because it's normally going to be on a field of your own. But because this is a temporary job, let's just drop that there. We'll go park this old girl up here out of the way for a minute. I'm sure this the owner of this barn won't mind. So let's see if I can save the course. So there we go. So I'm in the case of in the baler, and I've managed to go into the John Deere and save this as like a temporary course. Just call it temporarily. Normally you'd name it and save it in a folder for this field number, just so you can keep all your equipment together. You'd obviously name it something you know, but because, like I said, this is just temporary, we're only doing this once. So basically now we can have a look and see. You can see I can pull up the whole course there and show you. This is what the baler's now seeing. It's exactly the course that he's taking, which means the baler will follow the exact same course. So it will just go round and do what the mower's doing now, and it should pick up technically everything that the mower's dropped, basically. And then we'll be able to come back with the trailer and go get it to pick up the bales, which I will show you once we've got some bales on the floor. I think it's best to wait because the bale one, it's different how it works. It has to almost like sniff out the bales. So it will go, it won't do them in any particular order. It will just sort of go through and sense, oh, there's a bale there, head for it. And it could go in some weird patterns. So you don't really want any other worker on the field at the same time because they will crash. So yeah, we'll let him carry on a little bit. And we'll come back and check in with the baler. And we'll set him on his way.
It's getting closer to midnight. I try to get closer to you. Drinking courage from my red cup now. I will soon make a move. Ooh, I can taste it. The bittersweetness of taking a shot. A risk worth taking. If it's a shot of love, baby, I adore you. Maybe I adore you. Yeah, I'm feeling higher and higher. I'm up on cloud nine. Baby, I adore you. I try to focus on breathing. My heart is skipping a beat. Your lips against a red cup makes me lose my mind completely.
So a nice little time lapse there of the worker cutting the grass. Now we're back in the baler because the worker's, he's got on quite a bit. He's done most of this. Let's have a look on the map and see how much he's done. Yeah, you know what? He's not done bad, actually. So he's just working up that last little bit. There's a few little bits missed, but that shouldn't really affect the contract too much. Obviously, you could go back and tidy it up yourself if it was your own field. Now, I'm assuming it'll be quite interesting, actually. We'll just have to keep flicking forward so it updates the map of where he's gone. So he's done there now. A normal worker would panic and go, oh, I'm going home. But Courseplay should send him over next, into the next little field, like he's heading that way. So he should go over, oh no. He should technically go over into that next little bit and should start at some point striping on that bit over there. Potentially, that's what he should be doing. You can see the patterns on here. So he should be going around. He's just going to get near this sort of edge here go round and down, and then he'll sort of go back on himself. You can see the stop marker right up here. So that's where he's going to finish. So he should be starting here. You can see it's a bit of a all over the place kind of pattern here just to get through onto here. And then technically he should sort of go down here and keep working his way through. So we'll leave him to it. We're going to see if we can have a go at this one now. So we're going to see if Courseplay will sort this out. Now, the working width is the same as what the mower is, which should then put the tractor in the middle of the swath like it would the mower. So we should be good for the baler to still be able to pick up. Now, we just need to double check. Sometimes Courseplay won't activate the baler. It's some balers, I don't know, it's you need to like unfold it. Some will unfold, so just keep an eye on that yourself to make sure that it is actually going. You can look at the top left of your screen and you'll see the baler should drop down and it should go blue to say it's activated. If you don't see that, it will just running over the top and doing nothing, so just double check. So we've got silage additive in here, which is going to help with this. I have checked. I can't reset the baler because I've kind of worked out. I've got the Kubota DLC, and it allows me to go across to a passenger seat. So we can switch to passenger seat and bale counter. It's the same control. So I'm now sat in the passenger seat. It's so I can't reset the bale counter. I can reprogram the controls on that one, but I don't really mind. We'll know how many bales we've got when we go around and pick them up with the baler. Ah, worker J's blocked by an object. Better just go check on him. Ah, you see, I did say that was going to happen at some point. Fill with engine oil. We've hit the limit of... basically, we need the oil change now. Right. What do we do there? Because we can either drive this back, which I don't really want to do because it'll upset the course. How do we get the oil here? We need to see about that one. Well, I think a time like this calls for a ATV. I think that's really all we can do. One of these just to be able to, well, take my oil about. Look at this. Oh, yes, that's cool. So it's a nice little way to transport the oil about. Because this is going to happen. Now, these are pretty stable as far as I'm aware. The in-game ones, the Manitou. Is it the Manitou? Was that the forklift truck? One of these you get in-game. This is obviously a modded one, but the ones in-game seem to like really don't grip the road very well. These sort of seem to fall over. These are pretty good, you see. We can go 62. And it seems pretty stable. I think it's the 6 wheels what helps. So I think this is I've gone and bought this. I don't know whether that's a good idea or not. Oh, it's a little bit heavy with the oil on the back. 2 barrels full, so we should be good. I'm not sure how much it's going to take actually. Now let's just go and see, because it's a all-terrain vehicle. That means we should be good for off-road. Where was the tractor? It was around here somewhere. I think it's around this corner, isn't it? So we're going to water it. Oh, that's a different field. So let's just go through this. There we go. Yeah, there's the tractor. Now, will it fill up from here? Could be an interesting one. Do I need to even unstrap it? We might be able to get it straight from here. We park close enough. Get it about here somewhere. Well, let's just jump into the... Oh, no, back into that one. Let's just go and jump in. Do we get the... Oh, we do get the refill. There we go. Performing oil change. Please wait. Now... Normally, I'd try and cut these little bits out, but I thought it's something a bit different, so I thought I'll just show you. Maybe you've not got the oil mod installed. There you go. We're done. So she's ready to go again. Now, the little gauge you can just see down by the speedometer. Next oil change, 10-hour mark. So we're on 5 hours. So you can see where it says current oil 0. We're fresh there. When that gets up to 5... Obviously, it hits 10 hours altogether. It will stop again. We'll have to do another oil change. So that's pretty cool. Okay, let's go into this. Move this. Didn't take too much. We're down to 93%. I think it was 410 litres. We're down to 385, so that's not bad actually. Well, I think this is going to be my permanent oil vehicle. Oh no, don't unstrap him. There you go, I wanted to turn it off, that was it. Ah, I do like, look at that. John Deere seat colours, rims. Oh yes. Yep, that's a good buy. Let me know what you think in the comments. Good buy, waste of money. I just didn't know what, basically what other way. I don't really know, I mean, yeah, I could have got a trailer. But then we need a tractor, that's its own like independent vehicle. Right, let's start her up again. Let's just go and see now our nearest waypoint. So we should be able to just technically carry on and press it again here. And it should carry on from where it left off. Now, there is a chance it could pick up a slightly different waypoint going the wrong way. So we just need to keep an eye and see. Yeah, he's turning that way. So it does look like because he's turning that way, he is going to carry on with this exactly where we left it, which is good. It's more tricky if you have to go and take the tractor away and try and get him back on course. Now, it does look like it's slightly off. I mean, it does seem like that it's on the right course going this way, but I don't know what happened going the other way. All right, well, we'll leave them to it. We'll get back to the baling. So let's give this another go then before we were interrupted by the mower. It's at the first waypoint because that's where we wanted to start. So we'll just go straight away and activate it and see. Yeah. The workers engaged it. Are they going to drop it down now? That's the thing. You just got to. Yeah, the workers dropped it down. I can see the little icon in the top corner. So we'll unlock the speed for the worker, because the worker will be able to go a little bit quicker. Oh yes, look at this. Now the worker should be okay on this one. Should, I say. That it won't need to go as far back. So fingers crossed it won't get stuck on the fence. But everywhere else should be okay, I think. We got rid of that tree just up there. But this shouldn't need to go as far back. So we will just double check, babysit it just to make sure. But it's very handy, this is. Oh. Seems like the workers already got annoyed because it's detected the fence. Alright, well, we're going to have to just stop the worker there then. We'll just go and do this a little bit ourselves. We'll just get the worker past here. Now, what we'll do is we'll go and change it onto nearest waypoint and start the worker off again. So we just had to do a little bit like the mower, but that's not the end of the world. So the worker should, because this baler will go a little bit quicker, the worker should, without having to unlock it. Yeah, there's no unlock speed mod or anything there. That is just how quick the baler will go. So the worker is also set to look at the silage additive. Because we're doing silage bales, if the silage additive runs out, the worker will stop. Now, you can activate and deactivate that depending on what you want to do. But in my opinion, if you got silage additive in there and you're doing silage bales, you want the worker to stop if you run out so you can top it up and carry on. So that's what it's set to, but it doesn't seem to drop very quick on this at all. So this will definitely last us this whole field and many more fields. So the worker should be okay on this one now because obviously we got rid of that tree. I don't believe there's going to be any other bit that the worker's going to get stuck on. Now we just need to double check that the wrapper is going to wrap, because I have got a mod that you can turn the wrapper on and off. Yep, it is wrapping, that's good. So what I mean by you can turn the wrapper on and off, because this is the baler which has got the wrapper built in, as soon as it detects grass, it's wrapping it no matter what, because that's what it does. But then for me, if I want to use this baler but only do grass bales and not actually wrap it so I can feed them for the sheep, well, I don't want it to wrap them, so I want it to stop. So this mod allows me to turn that wrapper off, so it would just bypass it and just drop out a grass bale. Very handy if you've got a baler with a built-in wrapper, because otherwise, what would you do? If it wasn't for that mod, which again, unfortunately, is a PC-only mod because it's scripting, it has to tell the baler, don't wrap it. Unfortunately, consoles won't support scripting. But what would you do if you're on PC? You would either have to swap out a baler for it, or, well, you'd have to get a baler without a wrapper on just for the grass bales. That gets expensive. and a bit annoying. Now, I could show you if you want, since it's a contract. I'm just worried about if I do that, it's not going to wrap it, and I've got no way then of wrapping it again without buying a wrapper and doing that. So I will show you on one of my fields, because obviously we're going to have to use it for cheap. So I will definitely show you on one of my fields. But yeah, it seems to be working okay. You can see he's driving all over the place. Well, he or she, whoever's working in there. Oh, I can't see because of that. Let's move the camera around. Oh yeah, it's a dude working in there. Now, like I said, it's going to follow the same path as the baler, but sorry, the same path as the mower. But the good thing is, because this baler has got a wider pickup, it is still going to cover all these little areas. So that's a beauty of this baler. Normal baler, it would still do it, but it might just miss the little bits on the edge. It's definitely worth looking at this baler then if you want to do this kind of thing on PC yourself with Courseplay. Now, obviously, this little bit here, you could probably do it yourself quicker. See, look, it's picked all that up. How cool is that? But this is just great. If you want to go and get all the stuff done, you can just leave workers to do this. You just don't need to worry. Set the mower on a course. Get the baler to follow the same course as the mower. Going to pick it up. Great. I mean, you can literally see it's following the same course. It's all over the place because it's following potentially the edge of the field. Yeah, this is good. I do like this. I love Courseplay for stuff like this. As long as you babysit it at the beginning, just to make sure that it's going to be okay, then yeah, pretty good. Now, I think we're going to just let the worker carry on, get all the bales done. Then we'll try the Courseplay with this tractor and the trailer and see, get the Courseplay worker to go pick up the bales. That's quite an interesting thing to watch, that is. I'll show you that in just a minute. Well, this is one way to get all your equipment back to the farm in one go. It's just me driving here at about 20 miles an hour. And if I look behind me, there's my buddy bringing the oil back in the little ATV. Oh, I do. That's another mod I love. The Follow Me mod as well is great. You could just chain a load of workers together and just bring everything back. So no need to keep like running back and forth and things. Just great. Just chilling out, nice 15 degrees out, sun's out. Yep, nearly midday, it's time for lunch. And fingers crossed that the baler is doing a good job. Again, sometimes you have to babysit them because when they drop a bale, that bale gets in the way of the Courseplay worker. So just keep an eye on and make sure that they are still doing what they should be doing. Otherwise, you'll be doing other bits. And he's sat there because he can't move because of his own bale. So it was good just to go back and check every so often, make sure that they're doing what they should be doing, or have a look on the map and see that the little icon is still moving. So the baler's doing a pretty good job. He's getting through this quite well. Now, I was going to show you with this one how to do the bale collecting with Courseplay. Now, there is some slight issues you can have with modded trailers. So because this trailer's got so many different little bits you can do with it, like you can go and put the ramp down, and you can technically drive a vehicle on there if you want. It puts like stabilizers at the back. Well, when you go and activate Courseplay in the worker for this, the worker puts that down for some reason and then tries to drive off. Clearly that's not going to work, and I can show you what I mean by that. So if we go and put this on, you can see it says collecting or wrapping bales. It will wrap them as well. Courseplay will wrap them. So if you've got a wrapper on, you can send it off. It will go sniff out the bales, wrap them. Pretty good like that. So basically, if I go and activate Courseplay now, you can see it drops the back down, and then he'll try and drive off. Clearly, there's legs sticking down in the grass. It won't work. Now, we'll let it try and grab one so I can just show you what it would do, but as you can see, it's trying. So you can see it's sniffing out the bales, and it would just jump on. So you can see that it's working, but because this trailer's got so many little extra features on, for some reason Courseplay is making that drop. Now, let me just have a quick look in case there's something in the settings that I can stop it doing that. Well, good news then, the baler has finished while I was trying to sort this out. So yeah, there's nothing in the settings that says to stop it doing that. It's obviously just because it's worker related. Obviously it's deciding it wants to put that down for some reason. So unfortunately with this one, it won't work. But if I had that other trailer, which is just a plain green one without any of these bits on the back, that would have worked perfectly fine. And even the one which looks more realistic, which has the arm that comes out to scoop the bales up, that one will still work as well. Just some of these moddy ones have got the extra little ramps on and stuff. Unfortunately, that's what's causing it some problems. So, yeah. It's a shame that we can't really sort of... I mean, I showed you it's sort of working. It does work. It's kind of not really how it should do. I'm sure you get the idea and you can see that, you know, yes, it's meant to do that. Oh, I managed to throw... Oh, and that one. Come on now. Stop throwing them about. So we're just going to have to go around myself and get all these up. So let's go collect them and then we'll see how many we got all together. Well, there we go then. 20 bales altogether. Now you're probably thinking, 20 bales? That was a big field. That doesn't sound much at all. Yeah, it doesn't. But I had got the baler set on the biggest setting. So each one of these bad boys is 50,000 litres each. That's 1,000,000 litres of silage sat there. Oh boy. This could be a good payday. Plus the 55,000 to do this contract. And no, like, what you call it, leasing fee. Because normally, you know, you go and hire the equipment, but we've got all our own. So it's not cost anything. So let's see how much and how many of these we're going to get left over with. Do we throw them in one at a time? Or do we just sell the lot and see? Yeah, you know what? We'll just sell the lot. So I'm going to head over to the BGA. I'll see you over there. Let's sell this. Let's wrap this contract up. Just pulling in at the BGA. Now, this is the best price around for silage. So I think we're just going to let all these go and we'll just see what happens. See how much we get. I'm not sure if we're going to get them all in at the same time. It's quite a long trailer, this is. Now, anybody who's watching this, then if you play this game, if you've got any recommendations about auto-load bale trailers that you think are good, I do like this one. But it's just all these little bits, the extra bits here, that kind of moves, that moves, which is, you see, it's caused like Courseplay issues, it's got legs that come down, and I just simply want one like this that holds a nice amount. I mean, this is 52, that's the thing what I like about it. But it'd be nice just to sort of have a simple one with like a bar at the back, bar at the front, without any extra bits where they all move. You can, you know, different straps and all this kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know what all this, that winching cable is on the side here. But yeah, if anybody's got any recommendations of what you think is good, then please do let me know in the comments below. You can drop the links in the comments below, and I'll check them out. I definitely need to have a look and see if we can find some bigger ones. The one I got back at the farm's good, but it's like 24. It's a little bit limited. I mean, I don't really want 50,000 litre bales for myself. Not that big. Can you imagine trying to feed one of them to the sheep? One bale would last them forever. Right, let's have a quick look and see. How do we do this then? So we unload. Now, we can move them whilst we being auto load. If you want to strap them, you can. You just have to unload the bales again on the trailer, and then the straps will go over the top. But obviously, you know, we're not doing that at the minute. We're going to just... Oh, no, we don't need to move them. How do we go up and down now? That's as low as they'll go. Okay. Unload bales here. Let's see what we get on the contract. Oh, they're all going in. Are they all going in? They will take it. They will be a bit slow because the 50,000 litres each. But we gained 17,500 on there. Now, yes, some of them are floating. Don't worry. It seems to happen when you auto load some of these. Now it's carrying on. The money's going up for us. This is all us now. Are you in? Yep, it's going down. Oh my word. 165,000. Hang on, it's still going. Holy moly. Hang on, this one's not even in yet. We've got this one to go. This is another 50,000 litres in here. We're going to get over 300 grand. Not quite, I don't think. Well, I didn't expect that income from this contract. And we've got the contract as well. Right, I have no idea what the total of that was. Let me see if I can have a look. If not, I might have to calculate it when I edit this and put it on the screen. Well, there we go. Look at that. On the finances in April there. Just in the middle. Sold bales. 227,835. Just from that. I was not expecting that. I thought we were going to get a little bit. But I really didn't expect that. Now, even though I used the bigger bales, we still haven't, we're not cheated there. I just saved myself on the quantity of bales. So it's still the same. It's just I've packed more into each bale. So we would have still got the same outcome, just meant I would have had to go back and forth maybe a couple more times to get them all on the trailer. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. I don't even know what to say to that now. That is impressive. Well, oh yeah, before we forget, I need to just go and collect the contract. Well, the lady seems happy. Look at that. 55,178, no leasing cost, reimbursement, missing crops, nothing like that. We've done what we're meant to do. Collect. Oh, yes. 343,915. To think, last episode, we were broke. We were literally 1,500 negative. Now, we're rolling in it. Not for long though, because we have got things that we could do with paying off. But at least it's looking good for us turning some silage around ourselves. BGA seems to be the place to go. So, do you know what? On that massive bombshell of money, I think we're going to leave it there. Thank you for watching, and it's been a little bit different one. We're going to get back to normal in the next episode. I just thought we'll show you something different. Talk through about Courseplay and go in a bit more detail. It's a bit of a longer video. I was told that some of the videos were a little bit short. They wanted more, so I'm hoping that this has kind of fulfilled that a little bit for you. When we come back next episode, we are going to tackle our own stuff now. So these just ahead of us are our own fields. Still can't do the wheat until about July, but the good news is, let's just go and have a quick look now. But look over here, this is our own grass field. Can you see how much longer and thick and beautiful that looks? So that's ready to go. Now it says we potentially should get 140,000 litres. I didn't realise how big it was actually, look. It goes over here and round here, look at that. It's a lot bigger than I thought. That's what she said as well. So on that note then, we are going to leave this. We'll come back, we'll sort that grass field out, and we've got to put corn in the ground as well. It's all going on. Thank you so much for watching then. I really do appreciate your support, and I will see you in the next one.